guys gambling addicts, huh? Come on, you're gonna love this next comic. He's one of the funniest guys in the city. He's the best. You're gonna love him. Ladies and gentlemen, Joel Walkowski.
Courtney McGinnis, everybody. Let her hear it. She seems like somebody's too fun aunt. Like she would be your favorite aunt until you watched her throw up in a Chili's. I had a too fun aunt, but like she was handicapped, so she didn't get in too much trouble. Like she painted her Jaguar to look like Hello Kitty, so it was all right. It was fine. Hi, I'm Joel. We're getting close to the baseball postseason. I like sports a lot. I was going to watch a baseball game over the weekend, and I was taking my friend to watch the game with me. He's like, Joel, I don't know any facts about baseball. Just give me 3 facts to get through a conversation. Easy. Miguel Cabrera, he's the best hitter. Clayton Kershaw, he's the best pitcher. And Jackie Robinson, he ruined the game. Guess which fact he led with? Do you like baseball? No, Jackie Robinson ruined it for me. I wanted him to come off like an idiot. They just thought he was from Boston. They pulled me aside and like, Joel, I think your friend hates base running. I don't know. I hope that joke wasn't offensive to any black people here. Growing up, my mom would tell me I was half black, which was confusing to me as like a 10-year-old white child, and honestly pretty disrespectful to my father. After like my parents' divorce, like my mom kind of revealed through her dating habits that she liked black guys, but not just like black guys, the blackest black guys. The first guy she brought home owned a nightclub called Soul to Soul. The second man she brought home was a Frederick Douglass impersonator. And he came over in character. So I had this moment happen in my life. Joel, I'm seeing someone. I'd like you to meet the man in my life. And then she introduced me to a famed abolitionist. Things didn't work out. She had to set him free, but we're still friends on Facebook. So every now and then I'll just be scrolling and I'll see Frederick Douglass likes bonobos. And I'm not a historian. I haven't studied Frederick Douglass, so like my memories of the man have merged with the memories of this guy my mom dated. So I'd be like, who's Frederick Douglass? I'd be like, well, he was a brilliant orator, one of the great minds of the 19th century, and once he came over our house and Thai food gave him food poisoning. They should put him on the dollar. I got like a weird story. Can I tell it?
Yeah.
I've never told this to a real crowd before, but the year was 2007. I was living in Los Angeles, and I had bed bugs. And it was 3 a.m., and when I can't sleep, I'll go to the park and shoot jump shots. I'm always developing my game like that. Very dedicated player. So I was just like shooting and scratching and shooting and scratching, and I noticed this man watching me, and he walked over, he's like, hey, excuse me, I'm a nurse. And instead of being suspicious, I thought, this is my lucky day. It's 3 a.m. at a park in Los Angeles. You know, where medical professionals hang out. So I turn around, I'm shirtless, I look great. And I let this guy examine my shoulder, and I hear this groan. So I turn around, just in time to have him come on my shoe. And like, I don't know if you you know this about the male body. As soon as you like ejaculate, you lose all like confidence and gusto. That's why I don't do it. But he immediately, he's like, I'm so sorry. He ran back up, banded his knees, came up like, I'm so sorry. Let me make it up to you. Then he handed me a Time magazine. You know, that news publication. So there is this dialogue of like, has Twitter made the way you get your news more convenient? To which I say, yeah. You had to go through a lot to find out about current events in 2007. If you wanted to find out the news, you had to ruin a pair of Nikes. I shouldn't say that. I still wore those shoes. I'm not really a political person. I only know there's an election going on because the 7-Eleven by my house sells coffee cups. You can get a Democrat or a Republican coffee cup. And I think it's great that they're honoring our election the same way they honored G.I. Joe the movie. I just want to buy both parties, throw them in the trash. But only because I've been drinking too much coffee lately. That would be a meaningful show of restraint. My only political viewpoint, to be honest with you, I think we should burn all banks. I think financial institutions are inherently evil, and that man's only possession is his character. And I don't care if a river of blood has to run through the financial district. We got to rise up and take these things down. But until that day comes and we get our militias in order, I have to say, I'm having a pretty good experience with Chase. Their mobile app really works for my modern urban lifestyle. You can deposit a check just by taking a picture of it. Talk about the revolution. Imagine like the leader of a revolution shishaying, the rebels have landed. How's your year been? Sick. Mine hasn't been great. Last September, I used to work in Sunset Park. I was riding my bike down 4th Avenue, and I thought I was really thirsty. So I went into a bodega to buy some water, and instead of buying water, I threw up blood all over the bodega, which is like very like this visceral human moment that would also looked sweet. And like I had all these things wrong with my stomach. I had to make these lifestyle changes. I had to stop drinking. I haven't drank in a year. It was hard. No, don't clap. It was hard. It was easy though because I was inspired by an Eleanor Roosevelt quote. Do the thing you think you cannot do. So I stopped drinking, just like she loved that cripple. I also had to stop eating bread. Do you know how hard it is when the doctor sits you down and says, hey, you're now an asshole? The good news is you're gonna live. The bad news is other people have to live with you. I also, I had a marriage get dissolved. It didn't happen. Yeah. Luckily, we waited until the invitations had gone out. So how's your year been? Yeah. Yeah, that's sick. And you know, like the notification at the wedding went out like immediately to everyone invited. Like my friends got that email, my family got that email, and Detroit Lions head coach Jim Caldwell got that email. When you like goof and invite like the coach of your favorite football team to your wedding, you don't envision it not working out. Yeah, Jim, I know we had some plans for this season, but I guess it didn't work out for either of us. And the worst thing is Jim hasn't reached out to me. You know, I'm mourning my relationship. He's mourning the retirement of Calvin Johnson. At the end of the day, we're just two guys who lost their most reliable receiver. I wanted to cheer myself up, so I went to a Brooklyn Nets game, and they just showed me on the Jumbotron, and I had won a trip for two to Barbados. And then to everyone in Barbados, they said, Joel, you just won a trip for two to Barbados. How do you feel? And to everyone in the entire arena, I said, confused and kind of alone. Have you ever made it weird for a capacity crowd before? It's fantastic. I thought the Nets were going to be mad at me, but they were just glad they weren't the saddest thing in the building. Thank you. That's my time. That was really fun. Thank you.